Birthday, yes. Happy never.
Come on, don't you like a day it's all about you?
Every day is all about me. This one just comes with cake and a bad song.
Down and the moon comes up. I turn into a teenage love. I cruise through the city and I roam the streets. Looking for something that is nice to eat. You better duck when I show up. A night headhunter looking for it. Oh, with a way out body underneath that hat. Oh, if I get you, baby, with a little love. 'Cause I'm a teenage tigress and a goo-goo bug. You gotta duck when I show up.
Me quitarán de
Hello, thing.
de llorona, pero de olvidarte nunca.
Did you really think my highly trained olfactory sense wouldn't pick up on the faint whiff of neroli and bergamot in your favorite hand lotion?
Alright. Apparently I'm channeling some inner Matthew McConaughey here. I'm starting off with a wig. This came from a simple black wig with bangs from Amazon. I first tried it on because Wednesday bangs are very specific in length and I need to see where they would lay on my face. Once I had the first cut, seeing as how it's the deepest, I was able to move on, placing it onto my mannequin head, planning out how heavy I wanted the bangs to be and the pieces to the side of the bangs, and clipping the rest back. Then simply cutting the straight across bangs. To make the transition from bangs to the other hair more soft, I over-directed the hair and cut. Pulling it out like this and cutting it makes it so the piece that is stretching the longest, which will be the bottom piece, is the longest. That will end up being the furthest away from my face, again, with the soft graduation of sorts. I like this side, it's more piecey. Not piecey, but like pieces. I continued curling these pieces with my fingers as I went, as she does have a slight wave to hers. I was attempting to train these, which is very difficult with wig hair unless you're adding hairspray or some kind of spray into it. The bangs area were looking a little bit thick, so I took up all except the bottom layer. And also thin it out a little bit, while keeping that top layer still fairly thick, which was really easy to do because, of course, this is a wig, so they have very evident layers. I just thinned out the bottom layer, then dropped a layer and thinned that out until I was happy with the thickness of it all. So the top layer still kept the length, but it didn't have so much behind it. And then I simply braided the rest into 2 braids. Pinned it to the top of the wig using bobby pins until I was happy with the placement of them. So as of now, I do have bobby pins in there, but not for long. And secured them into place with hot glue. Anywhere that it is touching the head, I'm hot gluing down. Being sure to hide the ends underneath the opposite braid, if that makes sense, to hide them. That bit, and then twist it. Adding more hot glue to each side and pressing the braid into it as to give it as many stable points as possible. Feel like it's a younger sibling and the parents are fighting, you know? Cover your ears, darling. Alright, here she is. Voila. Then it was time for the makeup. For the brows, I went my usual route, but with black instead of dark blonde. Time for the eyes. No, not those eyes. Now I'm starting off with a cream white base and blended that out. Then I transition shade into my crease, followed by a gray to the outer crease and the outer third of the lid. I made it into a small wing. Carried below my waterline as well. For the inner corner, I used a glittery shadow on my finger. This was like a white gray almost. I really packed it on and dispersed it down. For those tired looking dead eyes, even though she's not actually dead, I used a medium gray brown and took it from my inner tear duct area to under my eye to really accentuate the bags that are naturally under my eyes. I don't get a lot of sleep, guys. And then a small amount of liner on the lash line. Some white eyeliner on my actual bottom lash line, because none of Tim Burton characters are apparently supposed to have small eyes, despite them being dead. And the eyes, I think, go first, maybe? Never seen it personally, but... And then mascara on the top and bottom lashes. Finally going back on with the shade I had used to accentuate my bags, but to contour my cheeks heavily. I did add a little bit of blush just to show the apple of my cheeks more, because she's not actually dead, guys. She just, you know, Tim Burton characters. And then lips, a simple brown gray. Filming TikToks can be hard and messy. Good dance, guys. Good dance rehearsals.